everyone. Welcome to Lives Worth Telling. I'm your host, Jodes, and my podcast is about digging deep into people's stories and providing them with a platform to share their life and their experiences with my listeners. One of the key reasons in creating this podcast is so their families and friends can have a record of their life, their stories, and their voice forever. One of my favourite things is hearing about people's stories, their triumphs, their hardships, but most of all, I love hearing about their resilience. I really hope you enjoy listening to my guests share their lives with you. I want you to have a few laughs and allow yourself to be immersed in their stories. Well, welcome to episode 5 of season 4 of Lives Worth Telling. We welcome more new listeners again in Tallinn in Estonia, New York, and Wilmington in Delaware. Oh my goodness. Today we meet the hilarious and engaging Carolyn. She shares some amazing stories about her life. Carolyn grew up in Melbourne with her family. Carolyn has had some incredible experiences in her life so far. Her zest for life in everything she does is so inspiring. Her life hasn't always been without challenges, but her sense of humour just shines through all of her stories. So, settle in for a hilarious, honest and engaging chat with the very funny Carolyn. Enjoy. Oh my goodness, today, now this person on my socials, if this person doesn't have me in stitches on a daily basis because, hashtag no filter, this is going to be a cracker of an interview. I'm going to say welcome to you, Kaz.
Thank you, Jodie.
Bring it on. Oh, my gosh. She's already made me laugh 1,000 times over and my eyes are already watering. So it's going to be a good one. So let's go right back to the beginning, background and childhood. So tell me about your family, parents, siblings, and over to you.
Well, I was really lucky. I had an idyllic childhood.
Okay.
Grew up in Newport.
Where's that?
Newport in the western suburbs.
Oh, right. Yes.
And in an aptly named street called River Street because the Yarra River was at the end of the street.
Oh, wow.
And it was lovely. It was like very quiet,
yes,
very genteel. I grew up in a Edwardian cottage.
Oh, how lovely. Is it near Williamstown?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Yeah, next suburb to Williamstown.
Okay.
So I've got an older brother. He's 5 years older than me. I had traditional parents, but fantastic parents.
Excellent.
If you get fantastic parents, you've won the lottery in life.
Yes.
My parents were great. Dad went to work. Mum stayed home and looked after us.
What did your dad do?
My dad was an electrician. He was in the army in the Second World War.
Okay.
They sent him to the Middle East when he was about 20.
Oh, geez.
So he got to see the pyramids and all that sort of stuff in amongst all the horrible stuff.
Wow.
But because he was an electrician, he was the signalman, so he was right at the front line and sending all the messages. And for years later, when we were small kids, he'd try and teach us Morse code and go, what's did dash, and we'd have no bloody idea.
Oh my gosh, it's a whole other language.
Yeah. So he got sent home from the Middle East.
Okay.
Injured, and then they sent him to New Guinea. So he virtually went from the desert to the jungle. And the thing he came home with from New Guinea was a huge jungle knife, which would take on different connotations nowadays. You'd be going around in a hoodie with a bloody machete in your hand. But Dad found it very useful in the garden. Yeah, it was great. It was great.
Yes.
Yeah, so get hacked through whatever in the garden. But
so did he move around with you guys, or he was not overseas then when you were born?
No. Mum and Dad got married.
Yes.
After the war.
Oh, radio. Okay.
Right. And they bought this cottage in Newport. It was delightful for £100 house and land.
Oh, my gosh.
But the only problem was there was a squatter in it who wouldn't get out. You can't make this stuff up.
Jeepers.
A squatter who would not get out, so they had to take him to court to evict him out of the house.
Holy moly.
But they completely renovated the house and knocked down a wall, which was highly unusual in those days.
Yes.
And made one big living area. So ahead of their time, really.
Oh, that's really cool.
Dad did all the work. He built the garage. He did everything.
Yes.
And, Mum stayed home. But the good thing was we spent most of our childhood at Williamstown Beach.
Yeah. Oh, how lovely.
So Mum didn't drive, so she put my brother and I on the bus.
Yes.
She'd pack a picnic dinner and we'd go down the beach for dinner. And Dad would join us after he finished work.
Yes.
So that was our childhood.
Oh, that's so good.
Just lovely.
Did you have other family in the area?
No, Mum was one of 8 children. She grew up in the Riverina. So
wow.
She was in Melbourne because she married a Victorian, as did her brother, who married a Victorian too. So the other 6 went north to Sydney.
Okay.
And Mum and my Uncle Bill were the only ones that come to Melbourne.
Oh, wow.
So, and they lived in Newport too. So that was all we had.
That's nice.
But my maternal grandparents were in Sydney, so didn't really see a lot of them or didn't know them much.
Yeah.
Used to go up there for visits. And my maternal grandmother, she lived in Benalla. But my dad had a very sad story because his father died in the First World War, was gassed, and came home to Australia and died. But my grandmother had a toddler and she was 6 months pregnant with my dad.
Oh, my gosh.
So my father never saw his father. And my dad was such a fantastic father. He didn't have I just wonder where the role model came.
Yeah.
His grandfather was still alive.
Okay.
Apparently I didn't meet him.
Gee.
So my grandmother brought 2 boys up on her own, did sewing, paid the house off.
Oh, wow. So she would have been back then fairly young.
20s, in her 20s, when she was widowed.
And what do people complain about now these days?
Well, yeah, that's it.
It's no perspective.
And then the boys grew up and they came home and said, guess where we're going? We're off to war. So she relived it all again with both the boys going off to the Second World War, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, so.
Oh, my gosh. So
I know.
Did she have much family support?
She did. She was one of 4 or 5 and, so she had a family in Benalla and her father was still alive. Oh, very tough. Strong women. There's strong women in our family.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. So you and your brother, where were you born? You were born in Newport?
No, Altona. There was.
Oh, okay.
Altona was a bush nursing hospital, I guess. I don't think Williamstown Hospital existed.
Yeah.
And Footscray would have been too far away.
Bush nursing in Altona.
Apparently the story goes Mum was in labour and got on the train and went to hospital, as you do, because she didn't drive and Dad was at work. So
what else is she going to do? Yeah. Oh, wow. So what are your earliest
We are
memories?
talking ancient history here.
Of course, yeah. It's,
late 40s, early 50s.
Oh, Carolyn, you're like 45, aren't you?
I wish. I'm 73.
There you go. That was yesterday. What was your life like with your brother growing up? So he was 5 years older.
Yeah.
So did you hang out together much as kids? What do you remember when you were younger?
By the time I'd started school, he was in grade 6.
Yes.
And I'd hang around him and he'd say, piss off. Go away. I don't want you around me.
You're the young
one.
a little
so
sister.
He was supposed to look after me, but it was good when he brought his mates home later on. Plenty of talent to choose from.
Smorgasbord.
But he was completely different to me.
Okay.
I was the quiet, shy one.
Okay. What?
No.
Hang on a second.
He was the quiet, shy one.
yes.
And I was the noisy, loud one. So.
And as you got older, did you become closer then? As you get older, the age gap isn't really.
Yeah, we did.
There.
We did. Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Oh my goodness! What were your chores as a child? What sort of things did you have to do?
Well,
someone said the other day I didn't have any.
Well, I seem to have more than my brother because he wasn't expected to do it, and I sort of arced up about that and said, I'm supposed to help in the house, and I did help Mum, and she was a great cook. I loved helping her cook all that. And you would do things like, make the beds and probably do things like that.
Yeah.
And my brother didn't seem to do the same sort of stuff outside.
He got away with it.
But Dad was down the shed garage doing things like that. And I liked doing that. He was fiddling with wires and stuff like that, which came in useful when I became a florist later on.
Yes. Did you always live there? Like you spent your whole childhood in that area?
We stayed there till I was 15.
Okay.
And Dad worked in Ascot Vale, so he wanted to be closer to work.
Yeah.
And Mum really didn't want to leave.
Yeah.
Because she loved where she lived.
Yes.
She was close to the transport. She just walked the shops.
Yeah.
It was a huge overhaul for her. So she left a lot of her friends behind. And they built a new house in Oak Park.
Oh, wow.
Do you know where that is?
Oh, kind of. Like closer to...
Essendon, sort of that way.
Closer to the
northern
like this
suburbs.
side.
Northern suburbs.
Yeah.
Near Pascoe Vale.
Gosh.
Yeah. So, yeah. So I had to change high schools.
Oh, geez. Midway through.
Yeah. So I went to Newport Primary School and used to walk to school, as you did.
Yes.
And going through the subway under the railway one day, we encountered a man flashing himself.
Oh,
my girlfriend and I were in preps or grade 1. It was horrific. And I wasn't going to say anything to my parents because I just didn't want to go there.
No.
But the other girl told her parents and the police were called in.
Shivers.
The police came around and questioned us and it was... Yeah.
Yikes, that's pretty young.
It was horrible. Yeah.
Jeez.
So I went to Williamstown Girls High for 2 years and then I went to Glenroy Technical School.
Okay. So that was... So you wouldn't have known anyone there?
No.
No, not at all.
No, but by the time I was there, I was vice president.
Oh, my gosh.
Vice president of the SRC.
I could just imagine you.
But I couldn't be president because I wasn't a male.
Really?
Stereotype.
Oh, what a time. Well, I don't know, we've gained some things, but I don't know, we've also lost some things, I think, over time. But
yeah.
That's incredible. You couldn't be because you weren't a male.
Yeah. And yet I was the one that got up in front of assemblies. There was 1,000 kids at this school. That I'm the one that got up in assemblies and did all the bulletins and that because he wouldn't.
So what year do you reckon this was? What?
Year 11.
No, what year?
Oh, 69.
Jeez, you'd reckon.
I know.
That's incredible. So what did you do for fun or entertainment as a child? Way back when?
Yeah, well, we're at the beach a lot.
Yeah.
And the good thing about it is I remember carnivals coming.
Yes.
And circuses coming.
Yes.
They'd travel around and they'd be on the vacant allotment, close by. And that was wonderful.
Yeah.
That was it was really simple pleasures, but it was great.
I reckon it was fairly frequent, even for me back then. But even now you think there's still some open space, but you just hope that those aren't filled because where would they go?
Yeah. And we had a lot more freedom. We would ride our bikes, the local park, and we'd actually go down to the Yarra River and go across the punt.
Oh, yes.
The old punt that used to go across the
Oh, my
Yarra.
gosh.
You'd go across on your bike and, I don't know, sixpence or something, and go across to Shelley Beach and then sort of come back,
What were your favourite meals as a kid?
Well, in those days, it was very much British food.
Yes.
Meat and 2 veg sort of thing like that. And that's what we had. We didn't have Macca's. We didn't have takeaway. You'd take your saucepan to the Chinese shop and it was always chicken chow mein. It was always the same every bloody week. Chicken chow mein.
Take your saucepan.
Yeah. And we used to...
Instead of takeaway containers.
Yeah,
you take
saucepan, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Yeah, and we had functions with the neighbours. You'd go to each other's houses and we developed friendships there and go to school with them and kinder with them. And
yes. I think that's
I did go to
now.
kinder. I had kinder, which was 4-year-old kinder, which was unusual in those days.
Yes.
But it was amazing, these get-togethers with neighbours. They'd be drinking and all that. And then about 10 o'clock, they'd bring out casseroles. It was, I don't know why. It was casseroles.
Oh, my gosh.
So, you'd have this huge meal and us kids would be wanting to go to, we're standing on our feet and ready for bed. And my dad would say, I'm just going to have another one for the road, another beer. And you'd go, oh, everybody wanted to go home.
Oh, my gosh.
Seriously.
Did you live in a court?
No,
or street? Just a street. What about any family meals from your mum or grandparents that you remember?
Well, I didn't have a lot to do with my grandparents because they were too far away.
On your other side.
But Mum was great. She moved with the times. She went from British menu to then she started experimenting because my dad loved all sorts of food.
Yes.
So and us kids ate everything.
Yes.
So, she started putting spices in and doing curries and all this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And it was great.
That's good.
The food was good.
That's really good. What are any memorable holidays or outings that you've had as a kid?
We had a big veggie patch in the garden like everybody did, grew everything. And I had a tree house in the back of the... And Newport was such an old suburb that you had the cobblestone laneways at the back of your house, and we had one down the side.
Yes.
And I'd be at my tree house and there'd be these guys running down the lane and they were going to the illegal SP bookie down the lane. And there'd be a spot a guy in the corner. I don't know what.
My gosh.
And look out. And he'd be looking in case the cops came. It's hilarious. And I'd be, look at all this from the tree house.
You got a good view. Any holidays you can remember?
Yeah, we used to go to Sydney quite a bit to see my grandparents.
Yes.
But Mum didn't fly or did not fly.
Yeah.
So we got the intercapital daylight, which was 13 hours of sitting up.
Oh, my goodness. Train?
Yes, train.
Yeah.
Train. You go in the morning, early in the morning. And
so no driving, just going on the train. Yeah.
Didn't drive.
No.
So that long distance.
Very different. Train travel's great though. We don't have a lot of it here, more overseas and stuff, but that's beautiful. So now what kinds of things, when you mentioned that what you did for fun as a child, did you have any childhood pets?
No, I didn't. Because one of my aunties had bought, my mum was quite fussy. She was very house proud.
Yes.
And one of my aunties had bought a little puppy for my brother, I think, and it pulled the washing off the line, and Mum was not having that. No way, no. So, no. But we had to go. The other thing that's required of us was to go to Sunday school.
Oh, yes.
Every Sunday. And Mum would say, I can't go. I've got to stay home, cook the roast.
Oh, yes.
But she had been brought up in a very religious household.
Okay.
My grandparents were exclusive brethren.
Okay. Wow. Yeah.
So she didn't want to enforce that on her family.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So how long did you go to did you you and your brother went to Sunday school?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Until we moved to Oak Park, probably I was about 13, and I said, I don't want to go to Sunday school anymore. Can I give it up, please?
Yes. Yes, you did your time. So we're talking about your neighbourhood and groups of friends, like neighbours were very big part of your life.
Yeah.
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 Neighbours were very,
What were some of the biggest challenges you faced growing up?
I don't think I had too many. I was very much in a secure family.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good.
People just didn't get divorced then and didn't break up.
Yeah.
Whether the marriage was good or bad or whatever. And women in those days didn't have financial wherewithal to get out of a marriage if they were
financial
miserable.
freedom. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Now, so I'll go to this other one first, but did you have a favourite TV show or movies or anything as a child? It's not a lot of TV.
Well, actually, that's funny you should say that because 1956, the Olympics were in Melbourne.
Yes.
I was 3.
Okay.
And my parents, I don't know how they did it because they were not wealthy.
Yeah.
They got the first TV in the street. A 17-inch TV, of course.
Wow.
I told my kids that everything was in black and white and they go, really?
It was.
Yeah, it was. Anyway, the upshot of that was the neighbours had come to watch TV at our place.
Oh, wow.
And they wouldn't go home. So we had a lounge room full of people watching things like the Mickey Mouse Club and, Texas Rangers or...
a lot of American TV,
Pick a box or whatever was on,
Yes.
So, so we got a TV for the...
How exciting.
Yeah, it was exciting.
I can't think of what the equivalent would be today if someone had something that everyone seems to have a lot of things.
Otherwise, people would go up and the electrical store, they'd watch TV through the windows.
Yes, I remember
apparently.
my dad saying the same thing. Similar thing is that he used to stay with the first family on the street to get a TV, and I still remember thinking, you can't even. But the other thing was that people used to stand out in the street watching.
We didn't have to do that because we had a TV.
Thing that you'd walk past in groups of people.
Yeah,
so strange.
Yeah,
so funny.
And my parents didn't have a car for a long time.
No, okay.
Dad had a work truck.
Okay.
So he would bring that home. So he would drive. My mother would sit in the passenger seat. My brother would sit in the middle of them, and I would be on my mother's knee. That's the way we got around. That was the way we got around.
It was a different time, I'm for sure. Now, this one here, I can only imagine, but maybe not. What's the most mischievous thing you did as a kid? And it could be as a teenager or a youngster, primary school. Oh my gosh! Big list.
There was a lot of things I did, and as I said, my brother was quiet and shy, and he was very, very well behaved.
Yes,
where I was not. And I would say to him, he'd do something wrong and he'd come home to Mum and Dad. And I'd say, why do you come home and spill your guts to them? Why don't you try and lie your way out of it? To me, this seemed...
Would you tell the truth?
Yeah. So getting back to Sundays, I did, some hideous things. But getting back to Sunday school, I decided one day I was going to rebel.
Okay.
And I was not going to put the collection money in the collection plate at church.
Yes.
I was going to go up the shops and buy lollies. So I did that.
Uh-huh.
And my brother was sent up on the bike to come and haul me home.
Oh, dear.
And I was in big trouble.
Oh, my goodness. So the money that you had taken there to put in the collection plate, you spent that on lollies, and that was the big...
Yeah.
Oh. Not that you'd taken money that wasn't yours.
No. But that was a big no-no, and I never did it again because I was in trouble. The other thing is I threw a rubbish bin at my grade 6 teacher.
What happened?
Well, we had a roster, and this woman had been teaching so long she'd taught some of the kids' parents.
Oh, jeez.
She was attached to the desk with cobwebs.
Oh,
She'd been there so long.
The time to retire.
Taught grade 6, and she segregated them. She had all the girls, because she didn't much like boys, and the boys were in another class, another grade 6 class with Mr. Houlihan.
Gosh. Oh, my God.
But she had a few boys that she really liked who were angelic, and my brother was one of those. What a suck. What a suck. She moulded him to what, I wasn't going to do that. Anyway, we had a roster about who took out the rubbish and she didn't particularly like me, I don't think. So I did my rubbish bin duty, and then the next week she said, Carolyn, you're doing bin duty again. And I said, no, I'm not. Oh, no. I did it last week. No. I'm not doing it again. And I picked up the bin and threw it at her. Yes. And she said, right, you're off to Mr. Houlihan's class.
Oh, my gosh. Oh.
Which I liked better. So from then on, I was continually naughty because I went into the boys' class with Mr. Houlihan. And I preferred it. So
yes.
I think I spent half my grade 6 year in Mr. Houlihan.
So she thinks she's doing you an injustice, but not really.
And she was, and she was so old-fashioned. We had dip-in pens and inkwells.
Yes.
Which is rather strange. So if you were the ink monitor, you'd clean out these ceramic inkwells and you had blue dye all over your hands.
I was going to say, it's not...
like you'd done a bank robbery.
Stick for a while.
And the bloody dye had gone off in the banknotes.
Yeah.
It was weird,
Gosh. What about as a teenager in high school? What was the most mischievous thing there? Classified.
No, I went to an all-girls school for the first 2 years.
Yes.
And that was very strict, and we had Miss Bowles in charge, and we had... They checked the length of your skirts, your uniforms, and we had to wear pale blue socks. That was the colour for our school. And she'd say, I don't think those socks are pale blue. Yes, they are, Miss Bowles. No, they look white to me. I said, they've just been washed a lot. Anyway, it was some interesting times at the girls' school because the girls' fights were really two bitches come together and they broke, glass windows and they were, pulling hair and, it was just, it was really exciting watching them.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Not being in it.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness gracious. So moving on to education and school, describe what school was like for you. Did you like school generally?
I liked school.
Yeah.
I enjoyed going to school and I always wanted to learn and I did pretty well at school, with my grades, but I also liked the social aspect of school, so that was good.
It's a big part of it.
Well, I seem to get on with most people at school.
Yes. That's good. That's good. So moving on to your family life as an adult, do you currently have a partner?
Yes,
you do.
I do. I have a husband and he's my second husband.
Yes.
So my girlfriend and I decided that when I was at high school, I wanted to own a car and go overseas. They were my two big things, right? Had no idea what I wanted to do at work because when I left school, there was sort of three options for girls. There was teaching, nursing, and secretarial work. That was about it.
Yeah.
There was nothing else outside that sphere.
Wow.
So I went into secretarial work, and my dad by that stage was a middle manager in his company, and he said to me, "Oh, you can come and work at my company," and I said, "No, I don't want to do that." Because of nepotism, I thought, I've only got the job because I'm the boss's daughter.
Yes.
So I wanted to forge my own path. And I think I gave my mother a lot of headaches because I was very independent, very independent. No, you don't need to help me with that. No, I can do it. And I've got a daughter who's exactly the same. So, I was very independent person. And if I had something I wanted to do, I would try and get there.
Yes.
Anyway, my girlfriend and I, I left home at 20 to go and live in a share house in Brunswick.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, that was good. We used to have regular parties sort of
So cool.
every month.
Yes.
Yeah, and the drink of choice was Matisse Rosé. So we had our garden edge with Matisse Rosé bottles and we had a couple of pot plants down the backyard. So that was interesting. So that was a share house in Brunswick and people would say, well, why do you want to leave your house?
Yeah.
Your house is a beautiful house. Why do you want to leave?
Yeah.
And I said, because I want to be independent.
Yes.
Yeah.
You had great experiences doing that.
Yeah, and my brother eventually left home too. Yeah.
So did you leave home before him?
No, well, he was older than me.
Yeah.
So he was at uni. He was at uni.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And studying electrical engineering. He always knew what he wanted to do.
Yes.
So I didn't.
Look, it's I think even, I don't know if it's harder now, but I think when people have a specific track like teaching, you do a teaching degree to be a teacher.
Yeah, and it tends to run in families, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because my dad was an electrician, so I grew up around the dinner tables, ohms, watts, volts, all that sort of stuff.
Yes.
All that sort of stuff.
That's brilliant.
But my girlfriend and I decided to backpack through Europe.
Oh, wow.
In our early 20s because we had no choice. So we did. We took off.
How long for?
5 months.
Wow.
Did 13 countries.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Back then. So that would have been
77
70s or so? Yeah.
Mm.
Wow.
That's
awesome.
exciting.
And you're still in contact now?
Yeah. She was my bridesmaid. But my mum thought I was going to be sold the white slave trade or something was going to happen. Anyway, we got on the Qantas jet, with our backpacks and that.
Yes.
And we left Melbourne and we went to London, flying to Heathrow non-stop.
Oh, big gig.
Yeah. So we went via Perth and we got to Perth and I said to her, shit, we've flown 4 hours. We still haven't left the country. What's going on?
I know, it's
this
a
big
long
adventure. So
a long way.
Anyway, so then next stop was Bombay to refuel.
Oh, yeah?
So we got out in Bombay and we got back into the plane the heat, the smells.
Yes.
Nah. Do you want to go to the toilet in Bombay? No, not really. Not really. I'll chance it on the plane toilet.
That's right.
So from Bombay we landed in Heathrow.
Oh, my gosh.
So, yeah.
And then did you have a bit of a plan, or it's just wherever you were going to go?
We had 2 things booked before we left.
Okay.
One was a Rhine River cruise.
Yes. Oh, wow.
And the other was a Greek island cruise.
Oh, wow.
Mm.
How fantastic.
Yeah, no. So it's fantastic.
Oh, what an awesome experience.
And we stopped at youth hostels, of course, but we had a Euro-rail pass, so
oh, yeah.
that was great. So we sort of travel at night, and we had a backpack, and I went to Europe with 2 pairs of jeans, 3 tops, and that was about it. Yes. Because the more you took, the more you had to carry on your back.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
So, yeah.
Light.
Yeah.
So, yes, going back to you have a partner, were you leading into how you met someone there? Were you going... It's okay. It's all good.
No, because that was after Europe because...
Yes.
I'd come back from Europe and it was hard to get back into the reality of...
Yeah, of course. Normal life.
Yeah, yeah. But at that stage I worked at I had a lot of different jobs, but I worked at the Children's Hospital.
Oh, yeah.
And they gave me leave of absence.
Uh-huh.
And I had a job to come back to, which I was like...
Oh, that's so good.
I went to Spinners nightclub. It was the South Melbourne Cricket Club.
Okay.
And I met this 6-foot tall streak of a person who I discovered was a long streak of misery later on. And I looked up and saw him and he said, do you want to go out or I'll contact you? And guys would say that to you all the time,
yes.
you know.
Yes.
I'll ring you, and they never bloody did, you know, because they had a better offer.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
That's what they do. So anyway, he rang me, and by this stage, after I come back from Europe, I had a bachelor flat in Brunswick Road. It was my flat. It was a 1-bedroom.
Okay.
And it was $17,500 to buy.
Oh, wow.
And I had $4,000 saved or something.
Uh-huh.
And my dad said, don't worry, Kaz. We'll get the money. I'll go to the bank with you because he had to go to the bank with me because they wouldn't give a single woman a loan, not in those days. So I took my dad with me.
Yes.
And he got me a loan of $13,000. So I bought this.
Oh, good on you.
Buying this bachelor flat, which was great because I could do what I liked.
Yeah.
And
so you were mid-20s then?
Yeah.
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 Awesome.
Probably, after I come back from Europe, I was probably 24, 25.
Yeah, right.
So I wasn't in a hurry to get married. I just had my bachelor flat and that was fine. And I could let in who I wanted to and who not. And there was a friend I had, Gordon, he'd come up and he'd go, hiya, Kaz, and put his hand straight under my boobs. And I go, Gordon, no, not appropriate. But it was good. Yeah, I loved it. And at that stage, living in the flat in Brunswick Road, I worked at the Children's Hospital.
Oh, yeah.
So I would ride my bike to work.
Yeah.
Ride my bike down Royal Parade, past the zoo, hear all the animals in the morning.
Yes.
Freewheel down Gatehouse Street into the car park at the Children's Hospital.
What did you do there?
Well, that was first when I left school, I worked in a bank.
Mm-hmm.
And even the idiots in your class, even the dead shits in a class could get a job in those days. Everybody could get a job.
Yes.
So
yes.
I got a job in a bank in Collins Street.
Okay.
In the International Monetary Department.
Wow.
So I had to learn all the...
So corporate.
Well, nowadays it's easy. There's just euro.
Yes.
Or pound sterling or dollars. True. And then you had to learn francs and... you know, Deutschmarks and all this. You had to know all that.
Yeah.
And that we had this big machine and it was called a telex machine.
Oh, yes. I do know what a telex machine is, yes.
Tape out.
Yes.
Well, we had a London office. So we'd come in the morning and London office had, because of the time difference, sent all this.
Telexes come through in the night, yeah.
Yeah, so that was that. So I lasted about 18 months there and then my mother said, oh, there's a job going at 3AW radio station.
Oh, my gosh. Yes.
So she said, why don't you apply for it? And I did. Then I went to the radio station.
Wow.
And that was great because I could wear hot pants to work. And one day I was taking something into the studio and they were on air. And they said,
oh, my gosh.
And these were see-through hot pants. They were in a floral pattern. Oh, lovely. With wedge shoes.
Oh, my gosh.
And the studios were downstairs. So I cheated down these stairs and into the studio, being very quiet to hand over the advertising material.
Yes.
And the announcer said, oh, sorry, I've just seen somebody walk in the studio in hot pants. That was me.
So what did you do at 3AW?
I worked in the scheduling department, which was the advertising section.
Yeah.
And
oh my gosh. Yeah. That's so good.
Oh, I've done
wow. You definitely have.
Have an interesting life. But I didn't stay there long. I didn't really like it. But you got to meet stars, and one day I was going around the corner and Roger Moore was there, and I just went,
wow.
The jaw dropped, and he had these amazing blue eyes. There was lots of celebrities coming in and all that sort of stuff.
Guests on the show.
I didn't really like the job, so I left there. And then I went to work at the Children's Hospital, and I worked in the private consulting rooms.
Oh, wow.
For two of the paediatricians.
Oh, wow.
And that was that was in Flemington Road in those days.
Oh, yes.
And my office, or our office, looked over Flemington Road, so it was nice. And that was fabulous. And
so good.
Yeah.
Oh,
so I had to learn medical terminology then. Yes. So that was another thing I had to learn.
Yeah, you look at all the things, all the information you've accumulated and knowledge over those years.
So I worked at the private consulting rooms, and one of the paediatricians, he was lovely. He wasn't my actual boss. He was in the same rooms.
Okay.
And he and I got on famously, and he used to invite me down to Mount Martha to his holiday house. I got to know the family, all that sort of stuff.
Oh, wow.
It was great. And he looked after my children when they were born. He came in and checked them out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, when after they were born. But anyway, so I left the private consulting rooms because I wasn't getting on with the boss.
Oh, dear.
He was one of these guys. He played golf at Metropolitan Golf Club, and he was a bloody snob. But, wasn't my cup of tea. So I transferred into the hospital properly and became the secretary of the director of engineering.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
So the engineering department at the hospital consisted of me and 50 men.
It's primary school all over again, Carolyn. So you're in your element again.
Well, I was the boss's secretary, so they had to tread carefully. But, you're mixing with carpenters and plumbers, and they call a spade, but that was fine by me, so.
Gosh, you must have been so good at your administration skills when you look at all those roles that you've done. You've been really organised.
Either it was administration skills or it was bullshit. I bullshitted my way into these jobs.
Well, it could be that too.
They didn't.
Let's give a skill.
They didn't find me out.
Yeah.
But anyway, so the guys were great in the engineering department, but
that's fantastic. So how long were you there for?
Another 7 years.
Wow.
And I left when I was pregnant to have my son.
Yes.
But
gosh. My next one was, do you have children?
Yeah, I have three. So I married the long streak of misery. And when I met him at South Melbourne Cricket Club, I said to him, "Where do you live?" And he said, "Wanturna." I said, "Where the bloody hell is Wanturna?" I had no idea where it was. And he goes, "Oh, I grew up in an orchard in Wanturna."
Yes.
So his parents, the Wallaces, were one of the founding orchard families. There's about 10 or 12 of them in Wanturna.
Oh, my goodness.
And they had an orchard off Cathy's Lane.
Oh, yes.
And
Gosh.
And he had a sister, an older sister, but he didn't want to go in. They couldn't see him going into continuing with the orchard.
Yes.
So his father sold the orchard and became part of the green wedge, through here.
Yeah.
Probably just over there.
Yes.
Not far from where you
I think there's one.
Jenkins Orchard.
There's one that's that has just been sold off for an extraordinary amount of money. But I think there's still a couple there.
But it was a hard life.
Yeah,
my first mother-in-law, who I loved, she grew up in Box Hill, and she came out to Wanturna, thought she was coming to the ends of the earth, and there was no electricity, there was no water, and she was up the tree picking bloody apples and pears when she was 9 months pregnant.
Oh, my goodness.
It was hard work, yeah.
So your three children, what are the age gaps with them?
I've got David.
Yep.
And then 2 years later I had Laura.
Yes.
And then I had a miscarriage.
Okay.
Which wasn't spoken about then.
No.
And we went to playgroup and they said, we haven't seen you for a while. What's happened? I said, I had a miscarriage. And then like other women would come out and say, oh, yes, I've had one of those.
Yes.
And it's something like, 1 in 7 women have miscarriages.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Gosh.
So I was in hospital and after a miscarriage, you have to go in and have a D&C and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And my husband rang me up. I was in the Royal Women's and he rang me up and he said, didn't say, how were you? He said, wasn't it terrible that Greg Norman lost the US Open by missing that putt? And I felt, you dead shit.
Oh, my God.
Sorry, I'm swearing.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
And I thought, oh, this is...
The writing's on the wall.
Yes, the writing's on the wall. I don't think I want to see it. So anyway, had the miscarriage and went back and had another one, had Emma.
Yeah. So age gap, another couple of years there?
3 years.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Busy, 3 children. Poof.
3 under 5. And my husband would say to me, I'm going off to work now.
Yeah.
And I'd think,
have fun.
You know what? You've got the easy job.
Absolutely.
Absolute easy job. He had no idea.
I reckon that too.
And I failed to breastfeed any of my children because I just didn't have any milk.
Yes.
As my mother said, we weren't good cows. Didn't run in our family. There was no breast milk.
Yes.
So
that's hard.
And he said, why can't you do it? And I hope you feel guilty because you can't breastfeed.
Oh, so, yeah, good.
Yeah, so
that's a good
was
one.
the writing on the wall.
Ripper.
Yeah.
So well, I'll see you later. Yeah. That's really hard because I think the mum puts enough guilt on themselves without other people putting
women carry guilt
far
all their
out.
lives, Jodie.
Yeah.
Women carry their guilt.
I agree.
Because if you don't send your kid to the right school, if you don't dress them properly, if they haven't got the right friends, if you're not, cooking the right meals, it just goes on
it's
and on
full
and on.
on.
It's guilt central.
Yeah.
Guilt central.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you don't have it yourself, but to have a comment flicked out like that, you think.
So there's one of my
excellent.
There's one of my main thingies that women have a hard enough time without all the guilt foisted on them.
That's all the time. It's forever. From the minute of conception.
Yeah, we're brought up to
Are you eating right when the baby's developing? Do this, say this, the labour. What did you do in labour? And then it just continues. It just piles on.
Everybody's got advice for it. And when we're born to be nurturing and looking after other people, not so much ourselves.
No. Look after yourself.
Yeah.
So I guess thinking about, you've actually got two parts to your life as to your first husband with your children and then your new life. We'll dip back into what life was like with family holidays when your kids were little and when you were living all together in your first life. Yeah.
Well, we didn't know where we wanted to live, and we sort of tried to get somewhere between my parents and his parents. His parents were in Wantirna and my parents were over in Oak Park.
Yes.
And he...
worlds apart. Yeah,
and he worked at the Border Works in Mitcham. So,
Border Works,
and his father was very domineering and that sort of thing.
Oh.
And we went to America for our honeymoon.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, and I think it cost us about $5,000.
Oh, my gosh. Whereabouts did you go?
Well, we went to the West Coast.
Yeah.
We went to, San Francisco, Los Angeles.
Oh, wow.
Las Vegas, Nevada. Saw snow falling for the first time.
How exciting.
Yeah. But his father said, why are you spending $5,000 on a honeymoon when you could be putting it towards a house?
Yes.
But anyway, my husband wanted to do it. I'd travelled all over Europe. I'd done it all. So
True.
It didn't matter to me. But anyway, we did that. So that was nice. And so we had quite a good life. We had, but he became more and more controlling, and I felt like I didn't have a life of my own, and things got really bad, and verbal abuse constantly, and all that sort of stuff. And I remember saying to him, I feel like something stuck to your shoe. My self-esteem went down, and I really sort of had a nervous breakdown with the first marriage.
Jeez.
It was tough.
Jeez.
It was tough. So then I I said I wanted to trial separation, but really I'd left the marriage.
Yes.
And he couldn't cope with that. So, and he was still coming to the house, so I had to get an intervention order, and we went through the courts and the family court. It was horrible, horrible part about it.
How old were the kids at the time?
8 to 13.
Oh, yeah. Still young, yeah.
So, and my mother-in-law at the time, his mother said, "What are you going to do, Cass? What are you going to do?" And I said, "Well, I don't want to be miserable all my life." And I spoke to her, and I think she'd been miserable in her marriage.
Yeah.
The men was
She could understand
her husband
that.
and my husband were very, very similar, you know.
Yeah,
And her husband's very controlling, and my husband was the same. And I said, "Well, I'm not going to be miserable, Lois. I'm going to, I'll get a job. I'll be fine."
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And so anyway, I brought the kids up on my own through their teenage years.
Oh, wow.
And I did 2 jobs a lot of the time, and it was tough.
Oh, my goodness.
But I had a lot of support from my parents. I was very lucky.
Yes. Very important, though, yeah, to have that, because when everything's falling down around your ears, but at the same time, almost like a phoenix, is you come out and you're stronger than ever because you've gone through all of that, and to be able to do it on your own.
Well, it's supposed to be character building, but, you know.
Yeah, is it?
Is it really?
So where do you live now?
I live in... Oh, well, I met my second husband,
Yes,
of course.
yes.
Yes. So
when did you meet him?
I met him... my first husband and I split up in 96.
Okay.
And I met Zig in 2001.
Yes.
And he lived in Furniture Gully. He had a house in Furniture Gully. And he's got 2 children, a boy and a girl.
Ah, okay.
And we met at the Baronia pub. And
was it the hot pants? Did you have the hot pants?
No. It was in May, so it wasn't hot pants weather. But, you know, and I went out on a few dates. But I basically, after we split up, I wanted just 2 years to try and get the kids and I as a unit and just stabilise everything. And,
of course.
You know, Emma, the youngest one, she went on school camp and she insisted I go with her because she thought I might go away, Dad would go away.
Geez.
So, you know, so it was that sort of stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, I met Zig and we discovered we went out on a date and I was a bit nervous and I got horribly drunk and he took me to tide tables in Bayswater.
Yes.
And he said the prawns were swimming in wine because you were pouring drinks and it was... Anyway, so...
Oh, my gosh.
We went on...
Match made in heaven.
Yeah, and we found out we had the same birthday. Same
yes.
day. Yeah, so that was spooky.
So random.
Yeah, I know, so random. And people at the village think we're sort of alien because we've got the same birthdays. We didn't plan it.
One and done, one celebration in one. It's awesome. Yeah. So you met him there. So I guess...
I met him 5 years after my marriage breakup, so 2001.
Yes.
And he'd already had 2 previous marriages, so he
yes.
wasn't keen on getting married again.
Yes.
And
understandably, yeah.
Yeah. And so we were together 5 years before we eventually got married. Okay. But I have a love-hate relationship with animals.
Okay.
Animals do things to me, right?
Yes.
When I was a kid, we went to the Royal Melbourne show and a bloody goat knocked me down. I was dressed up in my best dress and in I went headfirst into the mud.
Gosh.
I was not impressed.
Oh, gosh.
And when I was 2, we had a vacant block at the back of our place at Newport.
Oh, yeah.
And they had a horse adjusting on the block of land and somehow, I don't think we had a back fence. Anyway, I wandered onto this land, my brother and I, and the horse picked me up in its mouth and started to carry me off.
Oh, my goodness.
And Graham went in to tell Mum, and we must have a fence because Graham said, Mum jumped the back fence like an Olympic hurdler to get to you, and the horse saw Mum coming at a great rate and dropped me.
Oh, my goodness.
So that explains a lot. I probably got dropped on the head. I don't know. But it was winter and I had overalls on, so the horse didn't break my skin. So
shivers. This
is all leading up the story when I met Zig. And then I said to him, look, if you're not serious, piss off.
Yeah.
You know, if I want to get married again, I'd like to get married again.
Yes.
Yeah, and he said, I'm in a hurry. So I said to the kid, so we had a breakup.
Okay.
Anyway, meanwhile, my kids had lots of animals when they were little, And the neighbourhood cat, we had a puppy, and this neighbourhood cat befriended us.
Okay.
It was the neighbour's cat. It wasn't even a bloody cat. And anyway, so the puppy would jump. Mitch would jump on this cat's back, and the cat was getting bloody. He was getting fed up with this.
Yes.
You know. So anyway, I'm out hanging the washing out.
Oh, no.
And the cat bit me.
Oh, gosh.
Which resulted, and it was an old cat, which resulted in me getting cellulitis in my leg.
Oh, jeez.
And my leg swelled up, and it was all purple and very ugly looking. And it wasn't getting any better. So I went to the doctor, and they said, straight to hospital for you. So you have to go on antibiotics. So I was in hospital 4 days on a drip. And I said to the kids, don't bother telling Zig where I am, because we're having a breakup. And, you know, I've got enough problems with my leg.
Yes.
I don't need any more complications. Anyway, so I'm in hospital at Angus with the IV drips going in, and my leg wasn't getting better. And by this stage, by this stage, Mum was living at the back of my place.
Okay.
Dad had passed away in 2001.
Okay.
And Mum was, I think she was living in the back. Anyway, I announced to the doctors at the Angus, I said, look, I can't stay in hospital here.
Yes.
And they said, why not? And I said, because I've got 3 children at home and my mother in the backyard. I can't stay here, right? And they said, well, if you leave the hospital, you're liable to lose your leg.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, my right leg.
Wow.
And I went, well, I'll stay. So anyway.
Sounds convincing.
Next minute, in comes Zig with a big bunch of flowers. The kids have caved in. The kids have caved in.
Time to pounce.
They've told him where I am. So
she's on death's door.
So anyway, he came in with a big bunch of flowers, and then we're on again. But the funniest story about that was they didn't have room for me at the Angus, so they put me in the maternity ward. There was a couple of spare beds in the maternity ward. People weren't pushing out babies at that time.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was fine. Anyway, my son came to visit me. The kids came to visit me, but the son came to visit me, and he was in the lift going up, and he said there was obviously a father who just his wife had just had a baby. He was so excited. He was saying to David, so are you here to see your wife? And, you know, and Dave said, no, I'm here to see my mother. And he said that stopped the conversation completely, because Dave was probably, I don't know, 20s. And this guy goes, God, how old is this bloody mother? She's having another baby.
Oh, my gosh. So it was back on then. So
it was back on.
Yeah.
But when I was in the maternity ward,
Christ.
The meal they gave these women who just had a baby was bangers and mash. Oh. And I said to a nurse, the last thing these women want to see, I've just had a baby, is another bloody sausage. Seriously. Couldn't you do better than that?
That's where your brain goes, oh, my gosh, you cracked me up. Oh, jeez. So what's been the happiest time in your adult life so far, do you think?
I've been very fortunate. I've had a lot of wonderful moments.
Yes. Wonderful.
Probably having my children.
Yes.
It's a pretty momentous thing to do.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed both my weddings. They were wonderful events.
Yeah. Weddings are great.
Yeah, weddings are great.
So good.
And that's why I went into weddings later on.
Yes.
So weddings were great. My overseas backpacking through Europe was a life-changing experience. Yes. It made you really stand on your own 2 feet. I could honestly say I've had a lot more happy days than sad days.
That's good. That's really good.
Yeah.
What do you reckon the hardest time has been in your life?
Marriage breakup. Yeah. Because it's not something you plan to do. It just happens. Marriage breakup, miscarriage probably. Mm-hmm. But I was philosophical about that, because I just thought this is nature's way of telling me something's not quite right.
Yes, true.
So, you know. Yeah. And I had 2 healthy children at home.
Yes,
so, that's the way I looked at it. Yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed my school days.
Yeah.
I liked most places I worked and that sort of thing. So, yeah.
And incredible. So going back to Mr. Zig, so did you have a honeymoon and where did you go?
No, we didn't. Yeah, we had a honeymoon. We went to Hamilton Island.
Oh, yes.
Which was nice.
Yes.
Yeah, so we went to Hamilton Island. But both of us were looking after our parents.
Oh, yeah.
And we were the first generation, I think, to not only have your own family, but to be looking after your parents as well.
Mm.
And he was looking after his parents who'd fled war-torn Europe.
Geez.
His mother was German, his dad was Polish.
Oh, wow.
And his dad was a soldier in World War II and was captured by the Germans and put in Auschwitz.
Oh, wow.
And he was lucky to survive.
Goodness.
Yeah, it was horrendous. And the Americans came in and liberated them, and he went to Germany and met her.
Wow.
And they wanted to leave Europe.
Yes.
And he was 12 years older than her, and she got married at 16.
Oh, gosh.
Because they wanted to emigrate to Australia, you had to be a married couple.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Yeah, so they came out in the boat.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah.
What are some of your early and best memories together?
Zig and I?
Yeah.
The fact is, when we got married, we had a fantastic wedding.
Mm-hmm.
We had the 3 girls as bridesmaids.
Yes.
My dad had passed away, so
Okay.
my son walked me down the aisle.
Oh, wow.
And Chris, Zig's son, was the best man. So
wow.
we had a fantastic wedding, got married at Bramley.
Yep. Oh,
And,
lovely.
Yeah, and it was lovely. And we're just meant to be together. We're just soulmates, and we've got very similar tastes in lots of things.
Yeah.
Intelligence sort of wise,
Perfect.
humour,
Yes. Very important.
all those,
Yes.
yeah. Humour is very important. Once you lose your sense of humour,
Well, see you later. Yeah, I absolutely. I agree with you there.
So, and he was a bit like my father in that he was easygoing, and he was complete opposite to my first husband. He was not controlling. He's still not controlling. He accepts me for what I am, even though I do go too far sometimes. And I'm the extrovert and he's the introvert.
Yes, yin and yang.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
And the good thing about it is we've got 5 children and all the kids get on.
Oh, how lovely.
So
Brady Bunch style.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's nice. So.
Oh, you're like Michael and Carol Brady.
And his daughter said to me, we went to look for bridesmaids' dresses, and she said to me, I'm so glad you're marrying my dad. And so that was nice.
That's really good.
Nice, yeah.
So are they children from his first marriage? Or
Second marriage.
Second marriage, yep. That's wonderful. That is so beautiful. What was my next thing? So I think like you're talking about how you are alike and how you're different, but you seem very similar, but your characteristics then complement each other. There. Yeah, absolutely. What do you admire most about him?
He had an awful childhood.
Okay. Yes.
And when he told me about it, I had the complete opposite.
Yeah.
I mean, I had nothing to complain about. As I said to you, I had a idyllic childhood.
Yeah.
He had a very strict father who was in the military, so, he had to do this, had to do that, blah, blah, blah. And I can't really go into...
Yeah, that's okay.
There were problems in his family. His mother and...
So his upbringing was...
Difficult.
Yeah.
Difficult.
Yeah, so you admire his maybe resilience in what he's gone through.
Yeah, I think so. And when they first came to Australia, they landed in country New South Wales, and he loved that. He loved the freedom of being able to run around there. And then they moved to Sydney, which was horrific for him because both parents were working and he was a latch kid, him and his sister.
Yes.
And
Sydney's a different
it was
place
I agree.
I agree. What are your dreams for the future together?
Well, there's not much. I'm in the twilight years.
Oh, jeez, come on. What you got? Plenty of years left, Carolyn. What are you talking about? What are your dreams for the future?
Dreams for the future? Well, we're extremely happy where we are. We had 2 houses in Montana, and we downsized to a house in Boronia.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
But, the driveway was like this and I had a 2-tier garden and all that, and things just got beyond us. Anyway, while we lived in Boronia, Zig had a heart attack.
Okay.
He had a heart attack. We didn't even realise he'd had a heart attack. And then he ended up in the Alfred for open heart surgery. So that was tough.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, so that's tough.
How long ago was that?
2018, I think.
Okay.
Was it 2008?
Goodness. Was it
or was it, no, 2014? I can't remember.
Okay.
2018,
okay.
mate. 2015, we went on a big trip to the UK because my daughter, my oldest daughter, was nursing over there.
Yes.
And she'd been over there for about 5 years and said, when are you coming to visit?
Yes.
So we did that and we had a wonderful trip. That was great. We enjoyed that. And, so he's since we've moved to Seaford, he's had another heart attack. And
oh, gee.
Yeah.
So what, bypass, triple, double?
Oh, he had a triple bypass.
Mm.
And we thought that would be the end of the heart problems, but he had another heart attack and he's now got a pacemaker. So, yeah.
Okay?
He's doing okay.
Yeah?
Doing okay. Bit frail, but he's doing okay.
Oh, jeez. It's just, you can't do things like that. He's supposed to be around forever, right?
Yeah, but the good thing, the strong part about our relationship is we're there for each other.
Yeah,
and,
you look after each other.
Yeah, we look
I think
after
that's the number one thing. Just look after each other.
That's right.
It doesn't need to be more complex than that.
No, that's right. That's right.
Well, I'm going to go a little bit back into something else which you started talking about. What was your very first job?
Yeah, I'm working in a bank.
Yes, that was your very first job. Yes.
And there was, but the women, we had to wear a uniform and we were in Collins Street opposite what used to be the Australia Hotel, which is no longer.
Okay. Yeah.
And the guys in our department would go out for lunch, but we weren't allowed to because we were in our bank uniforms.
Oh my goodness me!
It's
wow.
just
it was a different time.
Yeah.
You walk into the city
no
now.
No wonder women burned their bras in protest.
Absolutely. You can't even go out on your lunch break. Go out for your lunch break.
I did go through a hippie period.
Did you?
I went through a hippie period and I was wearing hippie clothes and chanting and burning incense and my mother would open the door to my bedroom and she'd go, I know you're in there somewhere, I just can't see you.
Incense, yes.
Incense,
it
was the big thing. Yeah, in the 70s.
I went through a stage of it used to drive my dad mad because that stuff smells.
I know. And the 60s was all about teased hair, white lipstick, black eyes.
Yes.
And I'd started wearing false eyelashes and I'd be eating dinner and my father would say, there's a spider fallen on your plate. It's my false eyelash. It was mortifying. My false eyelash had fallen off. And you couldn't get skirts short enough.
Oh, my goodness.
And when I was at Glenroy Tech and I was SRC vice president.
Oh, yeah.
One of my jobs, the vice principal, a lady, she was lovely. She said to me, Carolyn, I've got a job for you. And I said, oh, yes, what's that? Witches' breeches were in fashion.
Oh, yes.
Because we didn't have a tunic, we had a tartan skirt, which you'd hoik up at the waist to make it as short as you possibly could. This was a co-ed school.
Yes.
Listen, we were...
You're only human.
We were looking for a boyfriend.
Right.
We're only human. Yeah. The sex was starting, the hormones were starting to kick in.
It's all happening.
And it was so cold. Girls were wearing these witches' breeches underneath their tartan dresses and tartan skirts. So I had to go and confiscate witches' breeches.
Oh, my goodness.
And they're all different colours. You could have red and purple and whatever colour. So she had
because there had to be a certain standard set. Like you can't wear those, Oh, my gosh. Says the lady in hot pants at 3AW.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a bit
That's
later.
brilliant. What did you want to be when you grew up? Like, was there anything?
Yes.
Yeah.
I really want to be an actress.
Yes. Oh, my gosh, there's still time.
Well, actually, Zig says, you've been an actress all your life.
That's right. Just not in paid
and
employment.
especially at kinder. You
Yes.
know,
Yes.
you do the three bears, and I'd
Oh,
always
my
be
gosh.
baby bear, and I'd throw myself down on the floor and kicking and writhing, and the kids loved it.
Yes.
You know.
And it's definitely one place you can be anything. So moving through your professions and jobs, so go back to you're at 3AW, then you work for the Children's Hospital, and then what did you do after that?
Well, after I did that, my husband said, well, you know, the kids are older, two of them at school, and,
Yeah.
you know, don't you think you should do something? So I became an Avon lady,
Avon.
pushing Emma around in a pusher.
Yes.
And I did,
Delivering the brochures. And,
yeah. And, you know, talking them into stuff they didn't want, basically. You know, I think there's a new shade of lipstick out. You should have it, blah, blah, blah.
Sales rep.
Yeah.
Pulling the
So,
sales rep.
yeah. And I won awards because
Oh, good on
one
you.
thing I'm good at is bullshitting.
Yeah.
You know, I have no trouble putting...
Gift of the gab, I reckon.
putting words together. No,
Yes.
you know, whether it's true or not.
Oh, my gosh. You're
So-
cleaning up in the Avon industry.
Yeah, well, that's it.
And then after that,
Oh, I had a part-time job at a women's and children's clinic in Montana. It was on the corner of... You might know it. Diane Phillips ran it. It was on the corner in a...
at the parenting centre on Montana Road? No.
No,
I got the wrong road.
In Stud Road, and where the shops were, Studfield Shops,
Oh.
it was on the other corner.
Oh,
I think it's
okay.
now a real estate place.
Okay.
That was a
Yes,
women's
yes.
and children's clinic.
Oh,
So
wow.
I got that job because I'd worked at the Children's Hospital.
Yes.
So
What sort of things did they do there? So it was like a like
pap smears and
paediatrician.
IUDs.
Yeah,
and-
right. Okay.
Yeah. And children
Yeah.
too, you know.
Oh,
seeing children.
wow.
So I got that job. Yeah.
Oh,
there.
God.
It was all women doctors. It
We
was
have done a lot of things.
it was all women doctors.
Yeah.
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 Just for women and children. So that was groundbreaking.
That's
really.
so good.
In Montana.
Yes. And then when did you move in? What did you move into after that?
Well, then my kids grew up. Emma was in preps,
Yes.
and my kids went to Marymount
Oh, yeah.
Kinder,
Yeah.
and I got very friendly with Carol Harris.
Yes.
And she said to me, "Have you considered going into kinder work? It'd be perfect, you know, blah, blah, blah."
Yeah.
And I went, "Oh, yeah." And it suited me
Yes.
as a sole parent because I got school holidays.
Yes, absolutely.
So I didn't have to.
Ideal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she said, "You've got the personality to, you know."
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how I got into it. And my first job was at Park Hills,
Okay.
which is near,
What is that?
they had Park Hills and then they had a car park and they had Alice Johnson.
Okay. Oh,
Two
right.
kinders.
Wow.
I never understood that, the
Yes.
logistics of that, why they would have two kinders with a car park.
Almost
in
side by
between.
side. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Wow.
Park Hills, I got the job at Park Hills because of, again, my background at Children's.
Yes.
They had a really bad asthmatic child, and
Okay.
they thought I don't know, I was a pseudo doctor or something.
Yes. You're the person.
Maybe I said that.
You're the
Maybe
man for
I
the
said
job.
I had medical qualifications,
You might have.
which was medical
well.
terminology. Threw a few Latin words at them, you know, like anything with itis on the end.
You were sold.
Yeah,
They were sold.
That's
Yeah.
it. So I started there as I think last term of, the year. And
Okay.
then that's how I started.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed my kinder years, loved them,
Yeah.
absolutely loved them. I
So
love
good.
kids and I love the 4 and 5-year-olds. They have absolutely no filter and they just say what they
Oh.
think. And now at 73, I've still got no filter. I'm doing it. Yeah.
It is definitely definitely a space that you can escape from governments and political things, and in children, their best thing in their day is finding something in the garden, or it's their birthday, or they're just they don't see the world like adults.
And no
so good.
day was the same, you know.
No.
And I worked at nearly every kinder in Knox, I think, and the
Yeah.
demographics were so different.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
You know?
Each one bring different challenges and benefits.
Yeah.
What are you most proud of in your career? All through. Oh no, let's go back. So after kinder, then what did you do?
Oh, yes.
God, jeez.
Yes. Oh, yes.
I've written it down as one of my key things. I was so inspired by you.
Yes. I didn't have a lot of money, but I used to do creative things, but I was a jack of all trades and master of none. So
yes.
Actually, I worked at the post office.
Okay.
As well.
Oh, God. My gosh.
Yeah, I worked at the post office. I worked at I worked in the parcels department at Glen Waverley. I got transferred there. Initially, I worked at Glen Waverley post boxes, and I'd be there at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, jeez.
And doing, all that, the letter sorting and that. And then I worked at Glen Waverley, and they sacked me. Australia Post. First time in my life I'd ever been sacked.
Jeez.
And that really hit home because what am I going to do? How am I going to support my family? I'm being sacked.
Yeah.
And I remember walking home and
Australia, like you said, what did you say about the banks? Anyone can work at a bank. I would think that's similar to Post.
But anyway, I was going to say something racist. But
no, it's all good. It's all good.
Australia Post is 80% Indian.
Yeah.
Indians are in.
Yeah.
And they had this woman at Glen Waverley, and she just didn't like me. And I'm a very strong character, so you either really like me or you really hate me.
Yeah, yeah.
Hopefully there hasn't been too many people that really hate me.
Oh, well.
It
sucks to be them.
That woman's like a hemorrhoid. She's a pain in the ass.
What a shame, though.
And then my whole world collapsed because I thought, oh, shoot, I've got no job. So then what else did I do? Mum said, what do you want to do? I'll give you some money. And I said, well, I went to Swinburne to do floristry.
Yes.
Study floristry.
For goodness sake. How long was the course?
It was 18 months.
Yeah,
but it wasn't full-time. It was just part-time. And, I struck up some friendships there. It was good, and we did some great things.
Yeah.
And we, as a group, we exhibited at MIFGS, which is the Melbourne International Flower and Garden Show.
Yes. I didn't know it had an acronym.
MIFGS.
Anyway, MIFGS. There you go.
So if you talk about MIFGS,
Melbourne International
you're with the in-crowd. So we did that 2 years, exhibited there. That was a marvellous experience. And I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I wanted to work from home, which I did. So I didn't have the overheads of a shop.
Yes.
So I got a website up and decided I wanted to do weddings.
Yes.
And somebody said, why do you want to do weddings? I said, well, I don't want to do bits and pieces. Like fashion designers, I want to do the whole collection.
Yeah, that's right.
And I love doing it.
Yes.
I love doing and I didn't have too many bridezillas, and I had a great, in Furniture Gully, I had a great warehouse for fresh flowers, and I also did silk flowers. So I had a warehouse I went to a warehouse in Glen Waverley for silk flowers. So the brides,
how lovely.
Two types of brides. Some knew what they wanted, some didn't. Like sometimes I'd import orchids from Singapore if bride wanted.
Yeah,
that sort of thing.
So how long did that? How the best blooms? How long did that go for?
Probably 10 years.
Yeah,
and I ended up doing weddings at Crown, Rip and Lee, Regent in City.
How lovely.
It's lovely. It's really nice.
So good. I love
the best part of that job was the bride's telling you what she wants, and you're trying to get it from here to here.
Yes.
And getting it right, and they say, that's exactly, they're better than I thought. I wanted exactly what I thought. But I would get up in the middle of the night if I'd done a bouquet and I wasn't happy with it. I'd get up in the middle of the night, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and do it again because this is a special day for these people.
Yeah, that's right.
And you had to get it right. It's an
important part too.
You had to get it right. It's such a big thing.
Yeah.
A wedding is such a big thing.
How lovely. And then seeing their satisfaction that it's exactly what they want. It's brilliant.
Yeah, and
so
I've done
brilliant.
Flowers for the family weddings, of course. Yeah.
Yes. You're the goat. Do you still do any little bits and pieces now?
Last one I did was my son's wedding in Echuca.
Oh, yes.
2 years ago, and it was they got married on the Echuca Wharf.
Oh, wow.
It was 35 degrees.
Oh, jeez. And
I'm transporting these fresh flowers up the highway and thinking, hope they last.
Heavens.
And it was just so hot. It was the only day it was hot, The day before wasn't hot, and everybody was baking on this bloody,
one day
outside.
out of the box.
Yeah. So
that's brilliant. Love that. So, what are you most proud of in your whole career of all the things you've done? What do you think? Gosh, I think just trying different things, trying new things. You were just on to the next thing.
And what was it? The children's. The technical school I was going to, I could only go to year 5.
Okay.
Year 11, I mean. Year 11. And while I was at the hospital, I went to University High School and got my matriculation as a mature age student.
Oh, wow. Did you?
In case, I wanted to.
Because you needed that for something.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, matric, yes.
Yeah, so I did
good
that.
on you. Oh, wow. So jumping into your passions and interests, what are your interests and hobbies now? What do you like to do?
Probably the 3 Fs.
Yes. God.
You don't know what I'm going to say.
Which ones are they going to be?
Family.
Yes.
Football.
Yes.
And flowers.
There we go.
You're saved you.
Dodge a bullet there, but I've got an E on it anyway, just in case. So. Four flowers and family. Oh, so good. Yes.
Yeah, and in my childhood, getting back to what we did.
Yeah.
We followed Collingwood.
Yes.
So
yes.
We'd go to Victoria Park most Saturdays to watch the match. And I was too young we'd stand on the terraces. I was too young. My parents would take me a little stool to sit down and do drawing because, the match, because we'd go and watch the reserves and it was a good day out. It was a cheap day out for families.
Yeah.
Watch the reserves, you watch the main thing and,
So how long have you been a Collingwood member at the moment?
No, I'm not.
No.
I can't afford to
You're
be.
a big fan, but memberships are expensive.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Well, when I met John Bertrand, the America's Cup skipper, last week at the footy and got my photo taken.
Yes.
Laura said, you want to get your photo.
That's brilliant.
And I said to him, I've been a Collingwood fan, supporter for 70 years. And he said, so have I.
Yeah. That's amazing. I think.
Football was a big part of it.
Yeah.
Football in winter, beach in summer.
Yes. Rinse and repeat.
And camping with the neighbours, down at Lawn or Torquay or something like that. You did that.
Yes.
And within 5 minutes of hitting the campsite, I'd have a new friend. Can you believe that?
Not at all. I don't know what you're talking about. So can you tell us about favourite music or bands? Into music?
Yeah. I love music.
Yeah.
Love music. And I think the first concert I went to was the Monkees at Festival Hall.
Oh, my gosh.
And I wore a red dress with black stockings, which was really very out there in those days. So that was probably the first concert.
What about favourite movies, TV show, actors?
Yeah, that's one thing Zig and I got in common, not into movies so much, into theatre more. Yes. And we used to support a lot of local theatre groups around here, 1812, Fabulous Nobodies, the Bass and theatre group.
Yes.
So we like theatre, more so than movies.
So my next segment is family and friendships. Describe your friendships and how valuable they are to you. Yeah, well,
2 weeks ago we just had lunch with our ex-neighbours from Baronia who we've kept in contact. But my best girlfriend, she lives in Wantirna.
Yes.
And her husband worked at the Border Works with my husband.
Oh, wow.
And when she first met me, I was known as the girl from Brunswick because Les had hooked up with this chick from Brunswick. And the guys fell out and we stayed friends.
Oh.
And she was the one that got me through the marriage breakup and my dark days because I couldn't stand to be left on my own because I was not in a fit state to be left on my own. And Les would take me around to Elaine's and say, you'll have to look after her. And it was just, it was darkest days and she got me through.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, so we're still friends and that's 50 years friendship, something like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's your favourite thing to do with friends?
I just spend time with them, I think, and a meal, and the retirement village is very social.
Yeah, that's good.
We haven't eaten or drunk so much since we moved in the retirement, and I have nicknamed it Cirrhosis by the Sea because wine is $2 a glass.
Oh my gosh,
$5 will get you a Baileys.
Oh,
or a
jeez.
Yeah, I know. So it's cool.
Yes.
So we love the village life, love the social aspect. There's always something to do.
Yes.
Like last night we went out with a group to a Japanese restaurant.
Oh, that's really good. Good community.
Yeah, and one of the guys drove the bus, so we all pulled into the village bus.
Cirrhosis by the Sea. And has it been are there similar ages, in terms of the structure of where you are?
Yeah, and we made a big move because we'd lived in Knox for 40 years, and Sigurd originally come from Sydney. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So we've got the same birthday. While he was celebrating his first birthday in Sydney, I was being born in Melbourne.
Oh, for goodness sake.
That's the way the way you put it.
Yeah.
But he is always liked the beach and he always liked fishing.
Yes.
So he said once we moved to Seaford, we was going to do fishing. Well, he hasn't done any fishing. Hasn't done any fishing yet. Haven't seen him get his rod out. I mean, his fishing rod. His fishing rod. Let me
rephrase. Yes. There you go. So he hasn't done fishing down there.
No, because he's had a hard accent to been there. But yeah, anyway, we love it, and we get everything.
So something's always going on,
and we get everything done for us.
Yeah,
like the lawns are being mowed today, and scripts get delivered to the front door. The newspaper gets delivered.
Yeah. How many people in houses in the
village? Yeah. Probably about 140. It's a nice size. Yeah. We've got a gym.
Yeah.
A cinema, library, a shop. We have nurses there Monday to Friday.
Everything you need.
Mm.
Yeah. Mm. I think there's something to be said for, I guess, moving into that space before you need to.
Yeah, well, we were about 70, both of us, when we moved in, and that was good age. So we're probably younger ones. Mm-hmm. We've got residents there, 90 plus, who are still doing, wonderful.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah.
Tell me about your relationship with your family, like your children. You love your kids.
I love my kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're the best.
We got through those years together. And
yeah. How old are they now?
David's, he'll be 44.
Yeah, right.
In October.
Yeah.
And the great thing about my kids is I said to them, do not think you're leaving before year 12 because that's not going to happen.
Yes.
And there were, so you have to stick it out to year 12 and then you can do what you like.
Yeah.
But they're all succeeded in what they're doing.
Yeah.
David's in charge of logistics he lives in Echuca. He's in charge of logistics for a dairy company.
Oh, wow.
And it's a really highly... And they all work 12-hour days, my kids.
Geez.
They got the work ethic.
Yeah.
I did 2 jobs for years.
Yeah.
When I was bringing them up. So they always saw me working, I suppose. So.
Yes. So amazing.
We come from that sort of family.
Yeah.
Education and work ethics, big deal.
Really important.
We weren't a sporting family.
Yes. Yes.
I did. At school I did. You know what I did for my sport? 10-pin bowling.
Hey, those balls can be heavy, you know. You gotta push it down the aisle.
The only sport I was good at was throwing things. And with my first husband, it was saucers.
Yes.
Flying saucers.
Rubbish bins at the teacher.
Yeah. Throwing things. Yeah, there's a trend there.
Hey, everyone has a skill.
There's a trend there.
So my next one is life's turning points. Can you share a significant turning point or moment of realisation in your life? Probably you deciding to up and leave a toxic arrangement,
Yeah. Probably, yeah. That probably made me stronger.
Mm.
And as I say, having kids is a big responsibility, and none of my children have children.
Don't they? There you go.
Mm.
No grandchildren.
Oh, grandchildren on the six side.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
So Laura's She's a career woman. She's an ICU nurse at the Alfred.
Yes, gosh. Oof.
And Emma, so they've all got these jobs through responsible jobs. And Emma, my youngest, she started as a checkout chick at Bilo at Knox.
Oh, yeah.
She's now regional manager at Coles. She's worked her way up the corporate ladder.
Wow.
Yeah.
They're all busy bees.
Yeah. But they'd find time for their mum.
Yeah, of course. They'd have to. Jeez. Otherwise you'll throw something. No. No, that is really brilliant. That you've, I guess, instilled those values into them about education and work. It's really important because life's really difficult if you don't go through those processes with high school, and high school's not easy for anyone.
Oh, well,
to get to the end.
I'd hate to be bringing up my kids now with there's problems, phones, the social media, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, it's very different.
But I had a couple of issues with my kids. People say, "Oh, girls are more difficult." Well, in some ways they are. So with David, he was always, he's very outgoing. He's very much like me. But he can work a room,
Yeah.
Like my 60th birthday I had at the Knox Club. Yeah. And I said to him, "You've got one job, Dave. Can you take some photos?"
Yes.
No, I didn't get one photo. I was too busy working the room.
Talking to everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, hey, he was good at the MC, maybe.
Yeah, and Laura was in London. They had her, unbeknownst to me, on hold, and she sent me a message from London, which was there.
Oh, but so good.
I don't know what I was going to say now. I've lost the joke.
Yeah, he's very much like you. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And boys are a problem when they start drinking and driving.
Yes.
Because they do stupid things,
yes.
Silly things. And him and his mate decided to do donuts outside in Wanturna. A woman who was the worst person at the school, the high school, and she rang back and said, "Your son's doing donuts at the front of my place." And I thought of all the people, Mrs. Carruthers, and I thought of all the people. And so anyway, I got him and his mate back to my place. And I read the riot act, like the neck veins were standing out, the eyes were popping out. And his mate just sat there like this. And Dave said,
Heard this before.
I said, "I've good manner to report you to the police, and then you'll have to deal with the police."
Yes.
And they were horrified with that, but there was no way I was putting up with that. Anyway,
gosh.
So I remember we had the police, Knox police, into Kinder.
Yes.
And I was talking to the sergeant or whatever he was, and he said, "Have you got kids?" And I said, yeah, 3. And he said, and I said, "I've been really lucky. They haven't been in trouble. They haven't been brought home by police. They're not doing drugs." He said, "Luck doesn't play any part in it."
Yeah.
He said, "You're obviously bringing them up."
Yeah.
With and I went, I didn't think of it that way, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, just take that one.
Even David, because he was under petticoat government, he had 2 sisters and a bloody bitchy mother, to live with, poor bloke.
Yes.
And I said to him, I gave him the talk about girls. I said, "David, if a girl says no, doesn't mean later when she's had a couple of drinks or she might change her mind."
Yeah.
I sat him down, and because his father wasn't going to do it.
Yeah.
So I sat him down and gave him that talk.
Yes. Good on you.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm better off for it. Very much so. Well, my next segment is a little lighter, called Curious Corner, and I ask random questions about our guests. Can you recall a time where you couldn't stop laughing about something? Oh, gosh, the mind boggles.
There's been numerous times.
And who does it involve?
Well, when Zig and I got married, his father had a bit of dementia. And because Zig had had 2 previous marriages, he said in the middle of the ceremony, "Which one's he married?" Which one's he married?
You've got to get the name right. Yes. Yes.
But there has been lots of funny incidents that,
I could just imagine.
And a lot of them have been caused by me.
Oh, my goodness. What's the weirdest thing you've ever eaten?
Turtle.
Oh, ooh.
In Fiji.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was strange. So frog's legs are a
Yes.
bit like chicken. You've
Yeah.
probably had those too.
Yeah.
Turtle, probably.
Turtle. Wow.
Yeah.
Now, my next one is name 5 people you would invite for dinner and why. So these people can be past, present, like your people you would like to meet or people you have met. Who would you like to have at your dinner table? Doesn't have to be 5. It can be less or more.
I don't know, really. Difficult question.
Yes. Any Collingwood players?
Yes, Gavin Brown.
Oh, yeah.
Who used to be a Collingwood captain.
Yes.
I was totally in love with him. The short stays whenever he bent over. Or was...
I'll have to Google him.
Yeah.
How long? It was a little while ago?
Oh, yeah, a while ago.
Gavin Brown.
No, who do I admire? I'm just trying to think who I admire.
Are there someone that you've, from your past, that you would love to have a conversation with or...
I think I would have liked to have talked to Nelson Mandela.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes.
And just thinking who else I've got. Fangirl. I just can't think off the top of my head because I'm forgetting things these
Oh, that's
days.
okay. It's all good.
No, I can't really. What is that for you?
Well, some of these questions do require some thinking. My next one is if you could choose one song to play every time you walked into a room, what would you choose? Do you have any signature rhythms?
No, but I have, since I've gone to the village, I used to attend U3A here and I used to sing in a choir.
Oh, yeah?
That was another thing I wanted to get into after it.
Yes.
And I've started a songsters group.
Oh, wow.
Just with the ladies at the village.
Yeah.
And we sing for an hour.
Yeah.
And then we have afternoon tea and talk about and try and solve all the world's problems and lots of subjects come up. It's really good. But and we've just added Dancing Queen to our repertoire,
wow.
and that seems to, everybody loves that song, and that seems to get everybody in a good mood. Dancing Queen. So we have dinner dances and and bands come in, and I'm always the first up on the dance floor. But since I had my knee done this year, though, I was dancing. I said, I'm dancing from the waist up.
Yes.
So the girls, some of the girls on the dance floor said, well, this dance is for you, Cass. We're dancing for you. So anyway.
So good.
Yeah.
And what's your signature dish to cook? What's your favourite thing to cook? Your go-to? Can be a dessert or a main.
I don't know. I like cooking.
Yes.
But, and when I was bringing up the kids, I'd pay the mortgage, then I'd pay the bills, and then whatever else left over was for food.
Yeah.
So, and it was good food. You know, they had a lot of fruit, and they're not fussy eaters now because whatever was put in front of them. I don't have the time or the money to create two or three different dishes.
Yes.
But whatever we had, David would put it between two pieces of bread. You know, it could be lasagna, tuna casserole, he'd put it between two pieces of bread.
Oh, gosh.
My favourite food, it's got to be avocados. I love avocados.
Yes.
I love avocados. I like everything, really.
Yeah.
I mean, seafood, eat it.
Yes.
But we, you know, probably Zig and I, we don't eat a lot of red meat. We're not red meat fans, so we eat a lot of fish and that sort of chicken.
That's good. You near the beach.
Yeah,
near the beach.
That's right.
Oh, well, my next one is about injuries. I've injured myself several times over the years. I'm always curious about other people's injuries. Can you tell me about a time where you've accidentally injured yourself?
Yeah, there's a couple of incidents.
Oh, geez.
I was trying to get up to a cupboard.
Oh, no.
When I was a teenager, I think.
Oh, every good sentence starts with that.
In the house at Oak Park.
Oh, no.
And Mum had, you know, the cooktop in the bench.
Yes.
And I accidentally kicked it on, and then I ended up with this spiral burn on the bottom of my foot. But I also did that when I was young. I put my foot on the radiator.
Oh, God, Carol.
And what else did I do? Something else when I was young.
Yikes. Bands.
I know.
Not so much like falls or anything.
Yeah, but I've done some crazy things. And then had a rule in my mouth and took off the roof of my mouth. And then, of course, the cat biting me was just problematic. And
very severe.
I know. I just attract these sort of things. I've had lots of sort of injuries over the years.
Yes.
Even when I went to primary school.
Yeah.
First year, they had polio injections.
Oh, yes.
Didn't have the...
Yes.
And the way they sterilised the needles, they were steel needles. They didn't have disposable needles.
Oh, God.
Put them in a fry pan with boiling water, right? So they line all the prep kids up into the fry pan. Oh, my God. This sort of thing. Anyway, I come home and my arm blew up.
Shivers.
And my mother rang the school and said, my daughter's arm's come up, blah, 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 blah. And they said, oh, yeah, that's normal, Mrs. Richardson, don't worry about it. Anyway, she took me to the doctor, and this is the result.
Oh.
I had my arm cut open because they had put the needle into one kid and then not sterilised it. And so I've got a history of getting bloody infected by things out of my control. They cut my arm open and operated on me at the local doctor's surgery. And all I remember is a 5-year-old, this mask coming over my face. And from then on, I've been claustrophobic. I can't stand. It's just
to knock you out, to cut into your.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
was
that
it cutting out infection or just?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awful.
I know. 5 years old I was.
Far out.
So that was.
Jeez, legal action now. You could have sued the pants off.
Well, the doctor said to Mum and Dad at the time, well, you could have sued the health department, but of course you didn't in those days.
Oh, that's pretty horrific. Jeez, I'm glad
And the doctor used to visit homes in those days.
Yes.
Home visits.
Yes.
I bit the doctor.
Oh, gosh.
What a horrible child.
You bit the doctor.
I bit the doctor. Mum was horrified. No wonder they had no more children.
Yeah, that's right. Cut it off there. My next one, I'm very curious to hear your answer on this one. So the hall pass question, this is so hypothetical, if you could have a night other than Zig with someone else, as in celebrity, football player, anyone, who would you choose?
What, sex?
Yeah. Oh, no one's ever said that.
Well, they say if you've had blackie, you never go back.
Gosh, is there any celebrities or any actors or in the realm that you think, highly unlikely?
Maybe Rod Stewart.
Oh, Rod Stewart. He's still around.
Yeah.
Isn't he?
He's 80, yeah.
Yeah.
He was a bit sexy in his day, wasn't he?
Rod Stewart. It's a good one.
Mm.
My last segment is legacy and reflections. Can you share a piece of advice or wisdom that has been meaningful to you from someone in your life?
Yeah, I think in life you just have to get on and do it, and enjoy your life.
Mm-hmm.
You don't always make the right choices.
Yeah.
But I think overall you have to retain a sense of humour.
I agree with you.
Cannot stand people who take themselves too seriously. As my mother said, they right up themselves.
That's a good quote.
Pretentious people who are very shallow. And, I am interested in people, and I find the mix we've got in the retirement village is interesting because they've all come from different areas, like country areas, and different jobs, and
very, very interesting chatting to everyone about where life has taken them to that point.
Yeah. So I don't think my life has been. I don't think it's been remarkable or interesting to really.
I think it has. It was even more interesting than I thought. Like, gosh, all the things you've done blow my mind.
I have got a motto in life.
Yes.
My motto in life, I said it to somebody then. I will try anything once.
Yes.
And then if I like it, I'll continue to. Yes. Like at the moment, I'm just in love with hydrotherapy.
Yes.
The pool, and because I'm rehab. The rehab has been really tough. I've found that really tough.
When was the operation?
Middle of January.
Oh, yes. Recent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big thing, and then adjusting.
But I've been very fortunate. I have had no real health issues, and my mother had a saying: the best wealth is health, and it's true. She lived to 93, so I keep saying to my kids, I'll be around for a while yet.
Yeah, that's right. Don't go planning any funerals too soon. I did love your quote before we started recording is growing old disgracefully.
Yeah, I'm doing that very well.
So good.
I'm doing that extremely well. My kids just, they go, Mum, please don't.
I love that so much. What are you most proud of in your life?
Probably, I don't know. I've enjoyed my life. Yeah. I've been very fortunate, and
you haven't let anything beat you.
Well, no, probably not.
Yeah, probably been close.
But just because you're an extrovert doesn't mean that you don't take on board things personally.
Yes.
When I was younger, I used to really do that, probably take things on board if somebody said something.
Yeah.
And I don't like nasty people.
Yeah.
I don't see the point of being nasty.
Yeah.
I would never be nasty to anybody.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Is there anything in life you regret?
Yeah, not having more education probably.
Okay.
But I think that...
In terms of further study?
Yeah. Because I think, my brother went to uni, and I probably always thought, my parents probably couldn't afford to... Well, I know uni was free then, wasn't it? But I probably would have liked to do more education.
Okay.
Probably. But I think I did well with what I had, the education I had, I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah, a lot of people walk around with multiple degrees that can't get a job or...
Very, very true.
Yeah. And the longest I was ever out of work was 6 weeks.
Yes.
But, and I was really... I took a punt on having my own business. I was really pleased that I got that up and running.
Especially later in life, though. Really, I mean, you look at entrepreneurs and things like that, kicking off things in their 20s, like to start something of your own at that age.
Yeah,
I think
and
that's
I did
amazing.
One high point of that was I did corsages for Furbank Grammar School.
Oh, wow.
For their choir.
Wow.
Going overseas. And they contacted me and said, we want corsages, because I represent Australia. They were going to Canada and Europe and all that sort of thing. And they wanted them in the school colours and Australian plants. And I said, I can't do fresh flowers because I won't get through quarantine.
Yeah, that's right, yes.
And do you have any girls with asthma? And they said, yes. And I said, well, wattle? No.
Yeah.
So, I did the corsages for a couple of a few of their tours. Yeah.
And that's all through the social media, the Facebook page.
Yeah.
Reaches far and wide, doesn't it? That's so amazing. You think I guess maybe if you did it X many years prior, that would be, maybe an ad in the local paper or Yellow Pages or something like that. Whereas now, like the socials reaches so many people.
And word of mouth. I got a lot of referrals from...
Yes, perfect.
I did one family, I did their 3 weddings. So the girl I worked with, I still keep in touch, and I did after school care.
Oh, yeah.
For years.
Yes.
For years. And a lot of it at Burwood East Primary.
Oh, yeah.
But I travel over Melbourne for Camp Australia because I needed the extra money.
Yeah, Camp Australia.
Yeah.
They've got quite a few sites.
And I've just caught up with 3 of the girls I worked with at Burwood East.
Oh, wow.
They're my kids' age, and they've had new baby. I went to a first birthday party.
Oh, how exciting.
I kept in touch with them. And
yes.
They call me Mother Owl. You know why?
Yes. Oh, gosh. What? Oh, I can't.
Because they'd be talking about something. I'd go, who are you talking about? But I like to think they call me Mother Owl because I'm old and
that's
wise.
Right. Yeah.
Old and wise.
Old and wise. That's right.
Yeah.
I guess my last question is, when you look back on your life, what do you hope to be remembered for?
I'd like to be remembered as a good person.
Yes.
A kind person.
Yes.
Zig and I are very generous. We give a lot of things away and things like that.
Yeah.
We do a lot for our kids. And a funny person.
Yes. Mate, you have nailed that.
And I've told my children there's no way anybody's to wear black to my funeral.
Yes.
I want everybody in bright colours.
Yeah.
And I want to celebrate my life to be celebrated like that.
Yeah, spot on. That's awesome.
You know, and I'm not a beige person. I'll never be a beige person. And I was in the Brownies as a kid.
Oh, yes.
And the Brownie uniform, I was quite chubby.
Okay.
I look like a sack of shit tied in the middle with that belt. And
yes, there was
wore brown knickers.
The dress. Yeah, the
it
dress.
Was shocking.
Yes, I remember the same thing.
And the yellow tie, which was supposed to go into a sling if you ever needed it, which was probably never.
Yes.
When you were going to break your arm.
Yes.
I haven't broken any bones in my life. So,
gosh, and the woggle.
Yeah, and we danced around a toadstool. It was... Do you want to go up to God's? No, thank you.
That's brilliant. That's so brilliant. Oh, my gosh, Carolyn. Well, that is the end of all my questions. Gosh.
I hope I didn't disappoint.
Oh, my gosh. I think this is going to be an hour and a half of me laughing. But as I say, I cannot wait to upload this bad boy and get this up. And thank you so much for joining me today. I'm seriously, I think it's been my favourite one yet. But yes, thank you so much, Kaz.
Oh, thanks, Jodie. Thanks for asking me. And my one true talent is I'm never short of a word. So.
Yes, and that's what I need.
Verbal diarrhea.
See ya. Oh, wow. Thank you, Carolyn, for making me laugh so much throughout this episode. What I love about Carolyn is that she is not afraid to try something new. From having so many different types of jobs and life experiences to having to build her life again after a difficult marriage separation. I am sure you have laughed along with us as Carolyn shared so many hilarious stories. Most of all, I hope Carolyn has inspired you to try something different and also to change your life if it's not creating happiness for you. Just a side note, my cheeks are still aching from laughing in the edit today. So, as we always do, let's give a shout out to Carolyn's hall pass, Mr. Rod Stewart. Tune into our next episode where we get to hear more lives worth telling. Don't forget to check out and follow us on your socials. And if you love what you hear, please rate and review us on your favourite podcast app. Of course, if you have any questions, you can get in touch with us through the Facebook page or Instagram. If you or a friend or a family member would like to come on the show, please don't hesitate to get in contact with us. And if you want to grab yourself some merch, jump onto Redbubble to check out our products. Thanks for listening to Lives Worth Telling. See you next time.